Hello Electroheads, this is a fully legal e-pack e-bike with a throttle, meaning it's fully registered with the DVLA and fully legal to ride in the UK. Most importantly, that means that it will not be getting impounded by the Met Police, or at least I hope. I've been riding it for the last week and let me tell you, this throttle is a complete game changer. I've been going through a test where I've replaced my car, all forms of public transport and my normal bike with this bike and this box, which will come in very important later on. It's a test that's even involved me literally getting into a physical fight. To see how that happens, you'll have to bear with me and keep watching. But before we move on, first of all, the bike. The Pedibal Maxima model is known internally by Pedibal as the Hummer of their range due to its robust build quality. It has a UK legal twist and go throttle to 15.5 miles an hour, and each bike comes with documentation that you can flash to the feds in case you get stopped. It weighs in at 37 kilos, which is very heavy for an e-bike, and a cadence sensor is used to offer greater assistance to the rider, allowing you to pedal in a low gear and get the motor working. You can also choose between having 3, 5 or 9 assist settings, which is intended to help you find that sweet spot. The weight of the bike does mean that it has a whopping max load of 143 kilos, so if you're a big boy or gal, this will be a great e-bike for you. This is the non-folding version, but it's also available in a folding version for a smaller storage footprint. The full-colour smart controller is a better display than I've seen on some cheaper electric cars recently. After years of enduring slightly crap controllers and displays, it's nice to see a trend in e-bike companies taking this aspect seriously lately. The bike is fitted with a long-range 960 watt-hour 48 volt 20 amp hour LG battery pack, which I'll put to the test later, but just from the size of this thing alone, I'd be disappointed if it didn't get me to Tokyo and back on a single charge. This battery powers a 250 watt 55 Newton meter Bafang motor. Look, that's not the torquiest motor for a bike of this size, so I'll be interested to see how that performs later. In terms of mechanical components, it has a 7-speed Altas Shimano gear set, Tektro hydraulic disc brakes, a front light, a rear light with a brake light function, and an integrated front and rear pannier rack. Speaking of which, let's talk about boxes for a second. I mean this type of box. Pedibal have partnered up with Rhinowalk to offer a huge array of cargo accessories for the Pedibal, and thanks to its high max load, you can load up this bike like a donkey. I have the waterproof box, which can be used as is to carry up to 36 litres of stuff, but also comes with 2 inserts that turn it into a camera bag or a cool bag. It's winter, so I won't necessarily be needing the latter. As a photographer and as an addict of cold sparkling water, this does sound darn good to me, and it has shoulder straps to turn it into a carry bag so you can take it all with you after you park up the bike. I also have a waterproof handle bag that can sit over the front of the bike. So look, with all of this stuff, and as somebody who literally co-founded a YouTube channel advocating for the adoption of electric vehicles and micromobility, I have no excuse but to walk the walk, or rather throttle the throttle, sorry that was terrible, and live with this as my only form of transport for a week. So you're going to get a glimpse into what I do when I'm not editing Ailish's videos or making my own content. But to do that, you're going to have to get a very early night because we start very early tomorrow morning with a very special mission. Let's go to bed. Okay guys, it is about 7 AM and I am off to do a photography job. That's something I do outside of Electroheads. I've got my camera here with a portrait lens on it. But this bag is great because it's designed for photographers. So I've got different compartments, different sizes in there. I've got a few spare lenses and I've got a cleaning kit. I've got my spare battery and a spare SD card in the top here, and then also in the top is a compartment for my laptop. And you might think, why would you have a laptop exposed on the top of a bag like that? This bag actually goes entirely in this shell, and then I can lift it out and just take it with me afterwards. And then there's a strap here that I can attach to it, so I can actually just carry this around with me, which is really useful. So yes, I'm off to do some portrait work with a ceramicist and also photograph some of their work, and then afterwards I'll be trying to deliver some of their work without breaking it, which I'm slightly nervous about because it's very, very expensive. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, come with me as I do my job for the day. It's a beautiful day for a bike ride. Just get this all closed up. There's a few different ways that you can fasten this box to the bike. Today I'm going to go for bungees. Get the lid on first. Okay, so we've got that balanced on the back. Then I will bungee over the top here and let's not knock the bike over. I'm going to thread this so that we've got some sideways support as well as some just general support over the top. Adjust this camera. I've not been using these DJI cameras for long, so sorry if this angle you're getting right now isn't the best. Oh. Thread that through. That needs to close. I'm going to attempt to fasten this as much as I can. Aren't really working. There we go. Lovely. That's moving the bike when it moves. So I think I'm ready to go. Would help if we turn the bike on. And away we go. You see, the only problem with the throttle is on a cold morning like this, I actually do want to pedal, because otherwise you do get cold. I'm straight on the throttle there. Can't be arsed with the pedaling, come to think of it. And this means I can check on my precious cargo. I'm really excited about this photography job because it's probably only once or twice a month I get to do freelance photography work, because Electroheads takes up so much of mine and Ailish's time. And it's a really great artist. I really love their work. And they wanted me to photograph their work, and I managed to persuade them to let me photograph them as well, because portrait work is my favorite thing to do. So yeah, it's going to be good fun, I think. Yeah, my ears are cold. It's going to take me bloody ages to get warm from this. But that's good. So I also get really hot really easily. So this will keep me cool when I get inside. I think if I was going to lose the back box, that was going to be when. And that's why I got the bungee. A little bit of flex helps. Oh, what's going on here? People are crazy. Tell you what, central London cycling at this time with the buses is not for the faint-hearted. They do whatever the f they want. Don't fancy that. Tell you what though, this throttle this time in the morning is an absolute godsend just for trying to get around these buses. You do end up getting sandwiched between them. A lot of people try and go at the inside, you know, if there's two lanes, they try and go at the inside of two buses, which is just a recipe for disaster. But you do need to be quick when you do it. Oh, there's the police there. Interesting to see if they even look. Weren't bothered by the throttle, but they were forensic services, so I think they've got bigger fish to fry than me. Okay, I've done 11 miles so far on this charge, and I've still got 80% battery, which is super impressive. I've mainly been using the throttle during that time as well. I do actually think the throttle on this is very efficient. It doesn't kick in like a mule, it just sort of feathers in. It's quite nice, unless you're in power mode 5, and then you do get a bit of a kick, but not too much. It's very, very similar to the kind of cadence you get with pedaling, or the increment you get with pedaling, rather, on the power curve. Big bump, and I think the back box felt fine. And this is my destination, just up here. And it's time to get started on the job photographing the beautiful work of ceramicist Sarah Bryan. The bag means I've already got everything neatly organised, so it was easy to get up and running. And for those of you interested in ceramics or photography, here's some of what we shot. Then it was time for the more nerve-wracking part. Okay, so I need to deliver this.
Yeah, this is...
How precious is it?
It's precious. It's raku, so it's really delicately fired.
Okay.
So I've given you my most delicate piece of ceramics.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
And there's nothing to put it in, like any...
I mean, if you want to, but it depends how much you want to test the kit.
Okay, well, I mean, this should be quite soft in here, so are you happy with it?
Oh, that'll be absolutely fine.
Going in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, hopefully they can see this. It's just going here. So as long as I don't get hit by a car.
Yeah, which hopefully you won't. fine.
Should be okay.
Yeah, yeah. Be nice if you don't.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay, so job successfully done there. I'm slightly worried about this raku in the back. I can feel the box bouncing around. Hopefully that's all right though. Yeah, I don't think I got the box quite as tight on there as I did on the way here because I could feel it bouncing against my butt. Either that or I've just attached it a lot closer to the saddle than I did last time. But it's making me slightly nervous. Not only do I have about £2,000 worth of camera equipment in there, I also have somebody's beautifully crafted ceramics, which I have to take about 3 miles across town now. This is a bumpy bit of road. Okay, so we're here, and the test is going to be whether this bit of ceramics made it in one piece. So let's find out. Really hope it did. Yeah, we are fine. There you go. Absolutely perfect. So now I've just got to deliver it. Okay, so we're back and it's all still in one piece. I definitely could have put that lid on better, but otherwise a success, I would say. No smashed ceramics, a successful photography job, and it's only lunchtime, so I'm going to go and have some lunch and then figure out what I'm going to do with this next. Okay, so that's day one done, and even though I've said a few times in previous videos that I'm not the biggest fan of fat tyre bikes, I do think they're growing on me. There's just no way I could carry all that stuff on my 10-ways, and so my only options would be to lug it all around with me on public transport, which isn't pleasant at rush hour, or to jump in an Uber, which would have taken about 3 times as long, especially at that time of day. Tomorrow though, I've got what's going to be a much more challenging test, a much sweatier test, and one that's going to require a good night's sleep. So I'll see you in the morning. Hey guys, it's 6:20 a.m. It's early. I'm going to my Muay Thai gym to do training session with my coach. I've got my gloves in here, I've got wraps, I've got slipping rope, and these things which are quite big and bulky are shin guards, so I'm doing a bit of sparring. So luckily this all fits in. I've got some filming equipment in here as well. So this thing is an absolute game changer so far this week. All fits in there nice and snug, so come along with me while I get punched in the face. See you on the other side.
Why they be down the boy? Tell them it's part of the plan. I'm just the underdog feeding them slaps. The gains in the palm of my hand. Whoa, they want me to fail, this is personal. They sleeping on me, this is perjury. You make it, nobody has heard of you. Tell them that the pregnant beat for the surgery.
The thing is, if I had to get on public transport right now, I think it'd be a borderline war crime with how sweaty I am. A throttle e-bike is ideal because I can just get home with almost no effort and cool down a bit in the process. And by the way, if you've ever thought about training boxing or Muay Thai, 3 years ago I weighed about 105 kilos, and right now I weigh about 80. But more importantly than that, I feel healthy, I've got routine, structure and discipline, and I've got a great little community here at this gym. It's massively changed my life for the better, and I guarantee you that walking into a boxing, Muay Thai or MMA gym for the first time is 99% less scary than you think it is. Okay, so a bit of a day off today, so I wanted to test the bike on some trails, a bit of off-road, canal paths, just anything I can really get to, and see if it can do all of that as well as it can do the commuting stuff. And so far it has. I've taken it off-road on mud, thick, wet leaves everywhere. The fat tyres and the torque of the motor are handling everything easily. I can get up and down muddy banks. It's been great. It's taken everything I've thrown at it, including all of those pebbles you can probably hear ricocheting off of the mudguard at the moment. Whoop. And then just a little steep section there. And that's where the throttle comes in so handy, because just pull the throttle and I'm straight up there. Absolute joy. The rest of my week was less eventful. I recorded a video with Ailish, I edited an Electroheads video, and recorded a car review. Well, actually, that is pretty eventful, I guess. But riding around on this bike all week made a nice change to either lugging a backpack around on my usual electric bike or getting on public transport. And I believe now more so than ever that throttle e-packs should be legal to ride in the UK. The problematic ones tend to be those that accelerate quickly because they're already illegal by virtue of being too powerful. But the Pedibal Maxima's acceleration is controlled, quick without being aggressive, and it's got good stopping power thanks to its hydraulic brakes. So I can't see how it's any different in terms of safety to a normal bike. To find out more about the Maxima, head over to pedibal.com. But before I finish today, I just want to share something. I had a bit of a health scare recently, and I've been in and out of hospital being tested for cancer. I'm very grateful that I've been given the all clear, but as a decent portion of our audience are men, this is your sign to go to the doctor about that thing that you've been worrying about but putting off because you don't think it's serious enough. It's probably nothing, but it's better to be on the safe side, eh? Not only are we pretty bad at talking about our mental health, but sometimes we're not the best at staying on top of our physical health. So whoever you are and wherever you are, take care of yourself, and thank you so much for watching this video. It really does mean the world to me. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.